magic things is that immediately there's this sort of feeling of bond with everybody else without having to do any sort of talking about it. It just happens.
I'd recommend doing this at some of the corporate events and conferences that I've been to. I've taken the details and I would actually say, do this, it's something really different.
The learning experience was wonderful because it's very, very easy to lose where you are with the beat, but just to come back in and not have the mental hang-ups that say I've lost it, there's a great learning point in there, and I think that's good for business.
It works. Team building, it works.
So, let's go again. Hey!
Well, Steve, last of all, the event, knackering, challenging, wonderful, fantastic, sending me away with a nice buzz. I love adrenaline, love the feel of it, etc. Steve, well, unbeatable energy. I mean, it's as simple as that. He's got stacks of it. Just great stuff. Thank you. Fantastic.
Lots of good fun, really kind of gets your heart going and the adrenaline going really, and you want to really throw yourself into it, so it's fantastic how he pulled everybody together. It's really good.
I play piano. I've got a certain sense of rhythm, I think, but I've never done such complex rhythms for so many people. And I thought it was great the way you started off counting, 1 to 8, and after a while you just forgot about the numbers and you started thinking just about your rhythm. And then you got to the point where you weren't thinking about your own rhythm, you were listening to other people's rhythms, which was really exciting. And I was saying to somebody else that then the next stage was where you moved on to making up your own rhythm as well. So you're being creative and you're listening to everyone else at the same time, which is magnificent. I could do it all day. All day!
I've always wanted to drum because I like the rhythm of drumming. Loads and loads of fun, really enjoyed it. Felt like a kid again, which is great. And it was a good teamwork experience as well.
It was just so interesting because, like you were saying, you were just listening to everybody else's rhythms and your rhythm just came out of that, so it was, I think my son would have been proud of me.
It's interesting because I've got a training and consultancy business, and Steve's talked to me and said, maybe you should use this and maybe you should do it. And I've been a little bit, having watched it and seen it today, definitely. It's a definite tool, and I'll talk to him about using it.
Also, I go to a number of events where people want to do something in the line of team building, and it's that often the same old things. Or you've got to go outside. Now, if it's chucking down with rain, you don't want to be outside. So it's an indoor event. I think this is a great way of doing something different. And I found after a while that I wasn't thinking about myself so much, and I was actually listening to everyone else and paying more attention to their enjoyment. So there was an element of team working that I kind of had been led to believe it would be there, but it was only when I was actually doing it that I realised how exciting it was.
At the beginning of the thing today, I said that I'd been in a band as a kid and wish I still did. And my buddy was the drummer, I was the guitarist and sort of singer. And this has really restored my faith in myself and my own internal music, if you like. So, loved it.
I've always enjoyed drums, listening to drums, and to actually be able to do a hands-on has been absolutely brilliant, and just get that rhythm is superb.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was a real letting go process. I mean, I arrived late and I was a bit wound up. Something had happened about now, and like I was going to kill my plumber. That was his head. But as the time went on, I got really more into it, and that all went. It was lovely. Yeah, it's really
Very
good.
therapeutic.
Yeah, very
Very relaxing.
You forget everything else. A bit like skiing. I think skiing's like that, but that was the same. Completely switches you off.
Well, I've done a lot of those team building things. I would think this is applicable in most situations and probably in a different league, I would say, because it engages you, not just the brain but the body too.
Yeah, we actually work with disadvantaged kids, and to be able to do that as a team building exercise would be phenomenal. Just to be able to get them all down to try and work together to actually produce what we produced today. You know, it's absolutely phenomenal. It's brilliant. So,
And
yeah.
a great sense of achievement for adults as well, because
Yeah.
most people have been led to believe that they're no good at music, they've got no sense of rhythm, and they go through life thinking that, and then they find actually that within the confines of a few basic set pieces, they can find their rhythm. And there were a lot of people there around us, weren't there?
Yeah.
I think wouldn't have called themselves rhythmic people, but they were starting to do this rhythm, and then they were starting to add their own rhythm as well. It was fascinating.
Yeah.
Very good, excellent.